Okay.
The
But
things that I stored.
what do you mean?
Like my phone numbers that I had, the calendar things that I had, things like that.
Okay.
I'm not very tech savvy. I'm kind of, old school.
Okay. And how did you eventually figure that out?
I looked online a lot, transferring information, transferring data from an old phone to a new phone. I went to Google.
Okay.
Google is my friend.
Okay, so Google was your friend, and then you eventually found something?
At first I thought I had to buy some kind of thing, but it turns out with an app you can do it, this transfer app, and that did the job for me. So it's like, wow, the world we live in.
And where did you find the transfer app?
One of those Google, was searching for Google,
Right. Okay.
and it said there's apps, and then I went to the app that directed me to, so.
Okay. Do you happen to remember the name of the app?
No, but I have it on my phone.
Okay.
I can look it up. I just used it once.
Okay. Any other pain points when you were, either setting it up or getting everything transferred over?
No, it just did it by itself. You connect both, or one you have to plug in the new one, I think, and then they directed you. It's very clear. It's very basic.
Right.
Otherwise, I wouldn't have been able to manage.
Right. Okay. And basically one time you set it up, done, everything worked the first time?
Yes, I think there might have been one thing that missed, like maybe an extra phone or something, or some kind of, I don't know.
Okay.
Most of it just transferred.
Okay.
The majority of it.
So since you are already familiar with the activation process,
Oh yeah.
I wanted to just show you, and again, when was the last time you did this? You said a couple of years ago, or?
Activating the phone? No, I purchased one through Amazon recently.
Okay.
So that was, I think it was in December.
Okay, so very recently.
Yeah.
Okay. So what we are going to be doing, and I'll explain more. So
Okay.
I'm playing the activation video just as a point of reference.
Okay.
So you'll see here, going through probably almost the exact same thing that you did in December. In this case, yeah, so all of this is very familiar to you. So whether or not you wanted to keep your number, entering your serial number, zip code if you wanted a new number, service plan pins, so when you buy your monthly airtime.
Well, I usually have a PIN. I usually just purchase it online.
Okay. So
yeah.
use a credit card
Yeah,
too. Okay.
exactly.
This is the account creation part. Once you're done with your account, it's going to take you through some, the final steps to set up your phone. And then the account summary. And then this is what's new. So you did this before on your own, and you said that in order to do some things, specifically with transfer contacts, Google was your best friend.
Actually, the thing is, when I got the phone, I actually kept the new number because I wasn't sure how to update, transfer it over. So that took a while, but I was busy working and all that stuff. But I can put it on, and I'm not a big phone user.
Right.
Although lately I'm addicted to the phone.
Yeah.
The first Android I had, so it's like, I'm so corny. I don't have a smartphone because it's too expensive. But it's like the little Android is like, oh my God, I'm having a ball playing solitaire and doing a whole bunch of stuff. So it's like, too much.
So this is your very first smartphone?
Android, yeah.
Android? Okay, and then what did you have before that?
It was a regular little rinky-dink, little phone.
Okay.
Phone.
Okay. But in order to transfer stuff, you said you heavily relied on Google.
Yes.
Right, and Google was your resource.
Yes.
Right, okay. So this is a concept that we want your help building.
Okay.
Okay? So I'll play it, I'll explain what it is, and then I'll talk about what we're going to do.
Okay.
So immediately after you activate your phone, you have this welcome center that takes you through different types of setups. All right?
Okay.
So don't necessarily pay attention to what's here because that's what I want your help on. But essentially, you'll see, based on what you select, it's going to take you through a tutorial on how to complete that specific setup step.
Oh.
Okay? So I'll play so that you can see what it looks like.
So basically, the thing I had a problem with, you guys are doing now.
Potentially, yes.
Okay.
So in this case, this was your problem.
Yeah.
Okay, so that first screen,
Mm-hmm.
we just back up just a little bit, is essentially the priority, right? What you want to get set up. And again, don't necessarily pay attention to what's there because that's what I want your help with.
Mm-hmm.
So here we have basically a lot of different choices for this initial setup screen. So complete these steps below to begin using your phone. So as you completed the activation, what I'd like to find out are basically your top 4 things that you would like to see to begin using your phone. Okay? We're going to put these in order of importance. Before we start, what I wanted to do is just to get an understanding of what you think would happen if you press that button. Okay? So with the first one, it says rewards program.
Okay.
So I press rewards program, what do you expect?
Rewards.
Oh, well, we're not going to order them yet. First, let's go through everything, and then you're going to order them. So rewards program.
We'll be the first.
No, but
So
what?
you want to pick?
Well, yes, I want you to pick. But first, I just want to get a better understanding of what you think would happen if you press that button.
Rewards program. I guess the offers that you guys are giving people, like like when they send me little texts, like, oh, you can save this, and you can get an extra 30 minutes. I just got it yesterday. An extra 30 minutes if you buy a 60-minute plan.
Okay.
So something like that.
Shop phones.
Shop phones. I guess different, styles of phones that you guys are offering to sell.
Okay. How to check my balance?
I guess a how to. I would go directly to the balance. I would just put a little thing that said balance and push that, and that would pop up. But, balance is an issue, though. Sometimes when I'm trying to check my balance, it takes a while for it to scroll. And
Okay. Sign in account.
I would think that would be the first one, wouldn't it?
I don't know.
Oh, what would be underneath it?
But what does this mean to you?
Sign into your account to find out what your balance and what your rewards are. That would be the basic one, the first one, I would think.
Okay. Service plans comparison.
I would put that under shop phones. No, because I already have a phone. I would need a shop service.
But what does this mean to you?
I guess the 30-day, the day that you can purchase, because sometimes I've noticed some of them have 60 days, some have 30 days only.
Right. Okay.
So I guess the little different plans that you have.
Okay. How can I pay?
That would be credit card, going into a store or whatever. I think do you guys have stores?
I'll answer that after.
I do everything online now.
Okay. Wi-Fi calling.
Wi-Fi calling. Jeez. I don't know. My phone has just Wi-Fi where it has just to log on.
Right. Okay.
So,
but not too sure what this one is.
No, not really.
Okay. International calling.
That would usually be end.
Mm-hmm.
If you're going to make a call long distance or another country or whatever.
Okay. Transfer my pictures and contacts.
See, that's the one I've worked with that. If you guys are going to do that, great. Because it took me a while to figure it out.
All right. Okay. Coverage map.
I guess the one you guys offer, the track phone plans.
Okay. Protect my phone.
Do you guys protect when you purchase the phone? It offers you a coverage, doesn't it, for protection?
So it's
a drop or breaks or something.
Okay, so that's what this is.
Yeah.
Okay. How-to tutorials.
I have no clue.
No clue what that was.
That would be, I guess, for one of those smartphones where we have a lot of different things in it.
Okay. Voicemail setup.
I guess That would be where you set up your mail, your voicemail. As soon as you get your phone, you sign it to your account.
Okay. Help and support.
Help and support. I think it's 611, something like that.
Okay.
But it'd be nice if we could reach a person.
Okay.
We had good contact. And you
And
guys are listening to me.
of course, test your data.
Okay, that I really don't know what it was. I was looking at that. That would be if you've transferred information, see if it went through or something. I have no idea what that means.
Okay. And download my account app.
Okay, that would be when you sign into the TriPhone app, I would assume.
Okay. So I'm going to go back and read the definitions for some of these that you were unclear on.
Okay.
So with Wi-Fi calling, this is if your phone is connected to Wi-Fi and let's say you're in an area that doesn't really have great cell phone reception or service. This allows you, instead of using the cellular service, it allows you to use basically the internet in order to place calls. So independent of how bad your service is, this is taking you through the setup.
Oh, what is the calling? Yes, you're right.
International calling is ability to place calls to other countries from within the U.S.
Okay, yeah.
Protect my phone is, as you said, phone insurance.
Test your data is what I wasn't sure about.
Yeah, so test your data is ways to confirm that the LTE data is working on the phone.
What's LTE?
So, well, basically that your phone has access to the internet
Oh.
without being connected to Wi-Fi.
Well, I have you here since you'd be more informed than I am. I noticed also data. That's the thing where you purchase the data along with the minutes. I think I tried it outside because you guys have a lock, I think, on your Wi-Fi. And I don't have Wi-Fi I don't have internet access on my phone. But with data, you can. And somebody told me about that, but I never tried. I was trying it outside and it went, all my messages came in. So yes, you learn something new every day. See, I'm old school.
Good. And then this is just a tutorial on how to download the My Account.
Okay.
Okay. So now that we know what everything is, I would like for you to pick your top 4 in order of importance.
Okay.
So with the first one.
That's after I have the phone, or? Because let's say I have the phone, right?
Right.
Transferring my pictures, and that was important to me. Oh,
Okay.
you guys don't have that now, do you?
Well, so independent of what we have,
Okay.
I want you to pick what you feel is the most important. So with the first one, you said sign into my account.
Yeah, that's the other way.
Why did you pick, or are you still?
Yeah, I'm still trying to,
Okay.
I'm assuming I shot my phone, I'm signing in, I want to transfer, let's say I'm a new phone buyer. That's what I'm thinking about, because it just happened to me recently.
Okay.
So download my account app. I'm already downloading, I've already got my account app, right? Because that would be the first thing I would do, actually. If I'm a new person, if I'm a new client, let's say a customer, I guess this would be it. Oops. Yeah, that one has that magnetic.
Okay, so you're saying this one first?
Well, yeah, if I don't have the app,
Okay.
how would I get, information?
Okay.
If I sign into my account, I know how to do voicemails. That's plain. I don't really need that.
Mm-hmm.
That just goes without saying.
Right.
Comparison, how to check my balance. Actually, you know what? Yeah. Download my account app. Sign in my account. How to check my balance. And help and support is very important. It really is.
So you're.
I would figure out a way like I did before, if you guys didn't have it on the phone, to transfer my pictures.
Okay.
So download the account app.
So the first one is download my account app.
Yeah, so I have access to it on my phone.
Why did you pick this one first?
Because honestly, I've noticed lately when you have an app, it's much quicker to get to where you're going than if you go to like Google and then you gotta go to .com. And
Right.
so apps are great. That I learned with the new smartphone. I
Okay.
learned with the Android.
Okay.
Sign into the account as soon as I got my app open and
And
check my balance. Because you
okay.
gotta be, if you're paying you're purchasing minutes like I do, I'd like to know more or less, how many I have left, if I
Right.
should be purchasing soon, how many data I have.
Okay.
And help and support in case I run into any issues. This covers everything.
Okay, so help and support because...
Honestly, it's...
And I saw that you did have transfer my pictures and contacts on your top 4. You took it off.
Well, because you know what? That'd be good for somebody that just got, but I figured, I got to figure out how to do this.
Right.
So Google is, like I said, everybody's best friend.
Mm-hmm.
How to fly to the moon, why do birds fly, whatever.
Yeah.
Everything Google knows.
Okay.
So Google is great. Don't ever get rid of Google people. But I figured it out.
Right.
I didn't need the app or that in the app. I figured it out.
Okay.
So, but if anybody if you are looking for new people, that would be very helpful.
Okay.
Yeah. And if you have it in the app, that'd be even better.
Okay.
For next time I get into the phone.
So I'm going to play another part to this.
Okay.
And I'll explain what it is we're doing. So after you get through your top 4, as far as setup, this is if you need any information regarding your plan or service, it can be found here.
Okay.
Okay? So now what we're going to do, you have the same options available, but you get to pick 6. And again, we're going in order from most important to least important, and you only get
That's the welcome
6.
center once you open the app or the...
Correct, yeah. So the way that it'll work is this is what you see right as soon as you click on the link or whatever. Okay. This opens up. Here's your top 4.
Yeah, because I've had an account for a while, so it's like kind of...
Okay.
I haven't looked at that part recently. Because I've had the account, I think, for like 2 years.
Okay.
Okay.
So this is what's next. So what we want your help with is picking the top 6 things.
After you set up.
After you set up. So you've gone through this, you've checked off the boxes, went through the tutorials, you're satisfied with what you've done here.
Okay.
Now, this is additional information. What are your top 6 things in order of most important to least important? So now we do transfer my pictures and contacts. How-to tutorials.
Yeah. Want to go this way?
Yes.
Okay.
All right, so you picked as your second voicemail setup.
Yeah.
Okay.
That can make it easier.
Okay, so how-to tutorials you put as your 5th. Service plans comparison. Why did you select service plans comparison?
Because that would be, I would want to know what you guys are offering and what's available and what, you know, if I purchased a phone that already had minutes like I did before
Right.
from Amazon, I wouldn't need to worry about it, but I want to look more or less what you guys would be offering the next time I have to purchase the minutes.
Okay.
Okay. Service plans comparison.
How can I pay? And why is that your 4th choice?
After service plans.
Okay.
I think there we go. 1 and 2. Okay.
All right.
Help and support and how to tutorials maybe. Follow my account, protect my phone.
And then the last choice is the rewards program.
Yeah.
Is there anything else that you would have liked to see? And again, thinking even about your own personal experience, is there anything else that you would like to see that isn't currently on here? We do have some wild cards or some blank ones. And you recently went through this.
Yeah. Transferring the data. Well, if you guys transfer the data, I wouldn't need to worry about finding it out. Budget tutorials. This one, I don't know. I never really looked into the tutorials you guys even offer this. I just opened up the account one time when I purchased the phone. So help and support is over there anyway, so I don't need to worry about that.
Yeah, so how-to tutorials are device tutorials and user manuals.
I know how to check my balance because I've already checked my balance. Wi-Fi calling, that's new. Is that new? Because I never even saw that one.
Okay.
Wi-Fi calling. I don't know, I'd go with this one. I'm very plain Jane, old school. No more gizmos.
Okay.
I use what I need.
Okay. So you have transfer my pictures and contacts, voicemail setup, service plans comparison, how can I pay, how to tutorials, and rewards program.
Yeah.
And this is your, after you're done with your top 4, this is the additional information that you would want to have access to, or your top as far as wanting additional information.
Yeah, but I think, you know what? Maybe this one would be set up before this.
So voicemail first before.
I think so. Yeah, I think so.
Okay, so voicemail having more importance than transferring pictures and contacts.
And it's going to be there in the old phone anyway.
Uh-huh.
It'll be there.
Okay.
If not, I can do the my way. Go outside and do the transfer app.
Right. Okay. So looking at both lists, the first one with your top 4 as far as initial setup, the second one with the 6 that you picked, anything else that you would like to see on either one?
I already got the phone, so I don't need to shop phones now. Check my balance, I checked it over there. Download the account app over there, help and support over there, test my data. And I don't do international calling, so Wi-Fi calling either. I'm, like I said, old school, I prefer to dial instead of
Okay.
protecting my phone. Honestly, I never protect the phone. My cat's already knocked it over, so it's already cracked. And I just got it in December.
Wow.
So, yeah, I should do that, protect my phone more. Test my data, what was that again? Because I'm not, what was that again?
Test your data was...
And the coverage mapper would tell me if it's covered anyway, right?
Yeah, so test your data is ways to confirm the data on your phone is working. So basically making sure that your phone has access to the internet if you weren't connected to Wi-Fi.
But wouldn't that go back with check my balance?
So check your balance.
Check your balance checks your data too, doesn't it?
It's different ways to check the service balance. So one is, with check your balance is seeing how much is available. With
test my data?
It's seeing if you even have access to use it. Meaning your data is an aspect of your service, or it's a benefit of your service. So being able to place a call is a function of your service. Sending a text message.
Is the same way to the internet?
Exactly, yeah. So this is internet. So this is saying I want to test to make sure that my phone has access to the internet. The other one with the balance is how much internet do I have.
Okay, so testing my data, all I did was I turned I left, because I just did it outside actually, I learned something new. I didn't put Wi-Fi, because Wi-Fi had locks in it, different, and I wasn't sure about going into different Wi-Fi, logging on or one of those things.
Right.
So I turned that off and I turned data on. And all of a sudden, all my information came, so I did have data.
Exactly.
So I'm assuming there was service. So that's how I tested data.
Right. Well, so in your case, you already have active service, so I would hope that your data is working. But in the case of someone that just activated, you want to make sure that you can make and receive a call. You want to make sure you can send and receive text messages. And you want to make sure that you have access to the internet. So this is one of those steps that you can add to each one of these, or to either one of these, if you wanted to make sure that you had access to the internet.
You know what I should do? Put the how-to tutorials after I sign in.
Okay, and why is that?
Because honestly, I just found that out today, and I've had TriPhone, for a while, and this phone, I just got it 3 months ago.
Right.
I should have figured that out by now.
So on your phone, the data was off and you didn't know?
No, I always turn it off.
Oh, you turn it off, okay.
Always, because I've heard that, people can, like they do with gas stations, they skim and stuff, and I've heard that I use Metro Rail, I use trains and the buses.
Okay.
So not that I have anything, but I do everything online.
Right.
I do banking, I pay my bills, everything's online, so.
Okay. So you turn it off as
whenever I leave, as a precaution.
Okay, as a safeguard.
Safety, yeah.
Okay.
So that's why, that's what it's, okay. Because I never knew that. It's because the Wi-Fi was off, I turned it off.
Right.
And I left the data open, and that's all of a sudden, no, you learned, so you see? I would have known, I needed a tutorial.
Right, okay. So thinking about what you have seen, as well as what it looks like, even though this is a prototype, Is this something that you can see yourself using?
This one here?
Yeah, the actual app.
Okay, yeah, I like the transfer because that would have saved me a step.
Well, and keep in mind that this is really based on what you select.
What I choose. Oh, okay.
Yeah, exactly. So it's not necessarily just this, but this is what it looks like as far as if you had it on your phone or, you know, on a PC, this is what it would look like and how you would interact with it. So the question was whether or not this is something that you yourself would use.
Yeah, especially if it says like here it says interactive virtual assistant, that'd be cool.
Okay.
You guys don't have that now, do you?
Well, what do you mean?
Like where it says, hi, my name is Wendy, like a little, or, you know, if you guys had that.
Okay. So that's something that you would use?
Yeah, I think that'd be cool.
Okay. Okay.
Like a step-by-step, it'd be, yeah, more like a human kind of, since we can't get you guys on the phone, it's always like, you know, you gotta help, you gotta send some information.
Right.
It's more like, it'd be more like a one-on-one kind of thing, even though it's a virtual one.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, I like that part.
Okay. So thinking about both of these,
Okay.
your personal experience with, you know, getting phones and service set up, is there anything else that you would like to add that you don't see here?
Yeah, the little virtual little guy, little girl. I can't think of anything because again, you know, I don't have, I mean, I have certain apps, but I'm not, you know, I use the phone for checking my email, things like that. I'm not really into, you know, fancy, schmancy, you know, different kind of apps. So this for me is fine. This would work.
Okay. Good. We're done.
That's it?
That's it.
That was quick. I thought we were going to be virtually, or oh, they're behind there.
Huh?
Oh, they're behind there.
We have, there's cameras everywhere, so.
Oh, I see that maybe the people who check you are there. That, for the mirrors, I get it. I don't have to write something?
No,
I
no,
thought
no.
you had written something or other.
No, you don't have to worry
Okay,
about
well,
it.
thank you.
Thank you, very nice meeting you, I really appreciate it.
Sí, que no sabe, no sabe. Porque tiene código que soy bueno, pero el clima de la no sabe. Brian, and I go white, and I'm sick, and I'm white. Sí,